Hey guys, this is my 11th update, or my 12th, I can't remember which, but my 57 Deep Blue Professional tank. A handful of changes, as you can see here. I got a lot of different things going on here. First, I want to start off with this Maxima clam I just got. Nice big piece here, very, very nice. It's about 6 inches long. Got my trio of anthias here from Marshall Islands, the bartlet. I had a male and a male that was female that was actually turning into male, but this male right here, as you can see the head, nice and dark purple, he actually became the full dominant male, and then these other two, one was already female, but the other male was turning, I meant female that was turning, he stuck as his female. As you can see, the yellow with no purple on the front of the top of his head. The Watanabe angel is doing great, and my mandarin is doing great as well. I moved some stuff, my clove polyps I moved over here, my clowns are doing good. My torch actually died because it battled with my hammer coral. As you can see in the background, this is my newest addition. I'm taking a risk here, but the blue jaw triggerfish, it's a male. He's been a good citizen, no going after my hermits, but I'm going to keep him well fed, and so that's hopefully the key there. But the torch that died actually battled with this hammer coral here, the orange one, and you see I lost half of it, and then the other one died. My Tanaka fairy wrasse is swimming underneath, you just saw it. Doing good overall. You see the coral will be very healthy. I did get a Halloween, you can see with the ghost shrimp. Nice little Halloween urchin there. Nice little orange, white, and black. It's pretty cool looking. Zoom here, right here. The zoanthid rock's doing good. You can see my hurricane chalice in the back, doing very well. It's got about, you can see, about a dozen eyes. Cocoa worm grew a second head. I did get this new piece here. It's a black sun coral. Zoom in there. It didn't open up yet, but I just got him, and it has many heads on here, so hopefully it comes out. You don't see too many black coral out there, so kind of intrigued me to do that. My pipefish here, I think he's investigating a ghost shrimp here because he's doing a little dance right there, so he hates ghost shrimp. Even though he has a small mouth, he does pick at mice now, and he does chase ghost shrimp. He goes after their legs, so he's part of the crew because everyone else goes after the ghost shrimp. The maze brain coral doing good. I did sell my two scolies I had, the war paint and the little bleeding apple over here, and I just moved my trachea over there, but then I got this really nice. It looks orange on here, but it's really red if just my light doesn't makes it look orange, but it's really a red, and it's a really nice bleeding apple scoly, and it's a nice size, so I traded it for that. My Duncan coral doing very well. My sponge is just growing all over the tank here, the blue sponge here. I actually, underneath the air, don't know how I got it. I can't get good lighting on it, but I'm actually growing yellow sponge. So I got some yellow sponge growing. And that red sponge doesn't really grow, but it's not dying either, so hopefully it takes off. My mandarin in the background right there. You can see my bartlet anthias with his head. That's the male, and there's the female. A good example of that. So that's the 90 changes I have. Boa, the marine betta is still doing good. My Blue Seas fan right now is closed, but it's still doing phenomenal. You can see here, it's still very healthy in this tank. Just the constant feeding that I do in my tank to keep that thing alive. It's one of the hardest corals to keep alive because it's not photosynthetic, and it needs a good amount of flow, good amount of shade. It needs a lot of good things to happen to make it survive, and I'm past the 6-month part, so I just don't see too many people who have success after 6 months or even a month. And there's a ghost shrimp here. He's going to be a victim. And here's my tailspot blenny, doing very good. He gets in the action too as well. And my swales and basslet, he's still around. My dendro here, got a little scared that he actually was closed up for a while, for like 2 weeks straight. Maybe it was hibernating, I have no idea, but it comes out. So kind of happy to be out for the next couple of days. There's a ghost shrimp there. The clownfish still hasn't decided who's going to be the female, who's going to be the male. They both are growing, but they only have for like 7 months, 8 months now. And eventually they're going to decide who's going to be male or female. They're definitely a bonded pair, which is a good start. As you can see right here, they hang in these pulsing xenia all day, and that's all you can ask. Even though I have an overstocked tank, it is a well-liked tank among all the fish. There's no really bickering going on, just the male trying to put his females back in place. He seems he has a better, stronger bond with this female, the original female. The female that was turning male, that turned back, he hangs out with her, but this seems to be his closest female. But the other female is over here, but they'll school together. But he definitely favors this one over the other. So that's the way that it's working. Over here, this orange sponge actually has some blue sponge growing on it. And here's the blue trigger. Call him Jaws. He's definitely a shy one, but definitely beautiful colors. It's one of the least aggressive triggerfish you're gonna get, and the better chance you're gonna have is resafe. And the best way to have that better chance is really get them when they're really small. He's about maybe 4 inches, but he's still small enough where you didn't really get a taste for maybe all the hermit crabs. But then again, when they get bigger and older, they might change on you. But as long as I keep them well fed like my other fish, they tend to leave things alone. And I love this little angelfish. My wife's favorite. Again, see how they're all right next to each other and no one's going to harass each other. And again, it comes down to chemistry. I mean, you got to have some fish that are swimmers, some are on the hang around like an enemy here that doesn't really move too much. You got guys like my marine betta who hides a lot, who likes to stalk. You got the one on the ground fish like here, this marine betta at the mandarin that just swims around. And just that's what's going to be key in this having a well-stocked tank, but just having fish in different levels because they won't interfere with each other on their natural life. And you have a better chance of having less fights and less problems altogether. And there's my eel right there. He decided to come out and get a little zoom in. Yep, he saw me. He's going back in, but he's generally fine. I just fed him yesterday. I lost a head or two because the other thing is like on steroids and it blocks the light from the other piece, so it dies out. But overall, the whole piece is definitely 100% healthy. Just it grows too big, it loses light, compete for light, like everything else. Thought I would see my swales basslet today, but he was out earlier. And my marine betta, he's not swimming around here right now. There's my ghosts. They're looking like they're about to feed them. Alright guys, so stay tuned for my next update, and post any questions, comments, anything. Last thing I want to go over is this acropora. It's the only thing that really survives in this tank, well, SPS wise. I will definitely change this light out because it's more geared for LPS than SPS. SPS grows very slowly here, and I really need to go towards maybe Kessel light, but I'm waiting for them to come with an automatic light other than their light that you have to just turn on and off like a switch. Hopefully they get something that like this light that phases in and phases out from different cycles and really has that real daylight effect that you get the moonlight, the daylight, and the kind of sunset, sunrise. So that's what I'm looking for. This light does it perfect, but just not the best light for SPS coral. And the last thing is my hyphen perchlet. As you can see here, he's underneath the spring coral. Let me get a zoom in here. Hopefully get good lighting on him. But it's my hyphen perchlet. He eats ghost shrimp like a champ. He's really small, about 2 inches. He's from the Philippines, Cebu Islands. And there's my pipefish. Look, he's going after the ghost shrimp right here. That's pretty good action right here. He's doing a little dance. He doesn't like him. He's like... So, overall, the whole tank's doing good. And I did replace one of my cleaner shrimp because the original one I had for about 2 years, Jacques, she died. So this one's smaller. Hopefully she or he grows to be nice and healthy. So far they're left alone because they are the shrimp that take care as cleaning stations. So the fish know that in this tank, and they only chase the ghost shrimp. Alright guys, stay tuned, and we'll see you guys in the next video.